Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case Trial in Time, Case 30, The Wrath of Khan. Let's select the Art of War number 5 and Amon is dead, that's good news, but bad news is Khan won't stop at all. Katrina, this is a disaster. We'd hoped that by proving it was Amon who killed Sanchez, the Khan will call out his attack on the Great Wall. Instead, Ogedei Khan slit Amos's throat and his army will attack the wall at sundown. I still can't believe Amos is dead. All this time chasing after him, trying to undo his schemes. Seriously, seeing the Khan slit his throat without blinking an eye was sobering. It makes it clear that there's no way we can change his mind about the war. And thanks to the 18th century weapons Amon gave to the Mongolians, China doesn't stand a chance. It'll be obliterated just like Amon wanted. But they haven't lost yet. We can still try to help China hold its own. We need to seek out Tokiko Gojo to ask how we can help defend China from the Mongolians' attack. Katerina, I also need to talk to you. It's about Theo. What, is he fading even more? Alright, Katrina, we know what we have to do. I'll let you go talk to Penelope, then we can see Tokiko Gojo together. Okay. Okay. What is it, Penelope? Katrina, I figured out why Theo's arm didn't reappear after Sanchez's murder. Even if his ancestor, Prince Turgonin, is no longer in love with the wrong man, she hasn't found the right man either. With all the changes to the timeline, she may never meet him unless we put her back on the right track. I discovered Theo's ancestor was a Chinese soldier named Kongwan Chun. The two probably met in peacetime, but as it turns out, this battle may work in our favor. Chances are, he's fighting on the Chinese side right now. We could make him beat Princess Turgordin. I know it's a little mad to want to do this while war is looming, but we don't have a choice, Katarina. We won't get another shot at this. We better hurry and get to the Chinese camp before the battle starts. Okay. Alright, now Tokiko. Katrina, this battle is shaping up to be a disaster. My spies tell me that the Mongolians' weapons are like nothing we've ever seen before. And Emperor Lizong is beyond useless. He's refused to leave his tent since Ogedei Khan announced his attack. We'll do whatever we can to help. Just tell us what to do. I know you can enter the Mongolian camp without raising suspicion. So I need you to sabotage their gunpowder stocks. If their cannons are useless, we might have a chance of holding our own. You want us to sneak into the Mongolian camp and neutralize their gunpowder? I'm sure Katerina and I can manage that. I knew I could count on you, Katerina. Take this money as thanks, and stay safe on the Mongolian side. Okay, nobody's gonna raise suspicion while we are sabotaging. Let's first sabotage Mongolians. I'm sorry, Ogedei, but in this battle, you have to lose. There. Yes. Got him just in time. It's so good that they were close to each other. Great, Katerina. This is the gunpowder. Now quick. Let's get that padlock open before someone sees us. Ain't nothing to see here. Alright, but now let's investigate the Chinese camp. Let's just do this. Katrina, we must hurry. The Bogalian troops will attack the Great Wall in just a few hours. Bingo, the name of that chest you found. It's Kong Wan Chun, the Chinese soldier who should become Teos' ancestor. Maybe looking through the chest will help us find some common ground for Kong Wan Chun and Turgonyin to bond over. Let's dig in. Oh, how are we gonna get them together? That's the problem. Okay, let's do some sabotaging. Well, first let's unlock it. Katria, let's get the Mongolians gunpowder to the time machine before anyone sees us. I bet Kai can neutralize it. Can wait for that to happen. Okay, now let's search through the trunk. Okay, what's this? Diary. You found Kong Wan Chun's diary in the chest, Katarina. If we can learn what makes Wan Chun tick, we can orchestrate a meeting between him and Princess Turgonyin. And if our plan works, they'll fall in love and Teo will be out of harm's way for good. If I can get inside Kong Wan Chun's mind, it's Marina. I'll translate diary and she'll interpret the contents. See you in a few hours, Katarina. Okay. Let's check out the diary. Katarina, I'm glad you thought of me to look into this Chinese soldier's diary. It's been a while since I've seen you in my lab. Well, it's been a while since I've seen you. I haven't seen you like through the entire season much in these last 2 districts. We knew only you could figure out the key to Kong Wan Chun's heart, Marina. Tell Katrina what we discovered. Well, the diary provided a fascinating insight into the life of a Chinese soldier, but also yielded unexpected information. See, Kong Wan Chun loves kites. As it turns out, it's a well-known passion of the princess too. Katrina, I know what you're going to say. We're on the brink of war. This is no time to fly kites. I actually wanted to say let's do it. But the Chinese used kites to measure the distance between them and their enemy. That way they knew how to calibrate the range of their catapults. Yes, the diary makes it clear Kong is in charge of this on top of the Great Wall. He must be there right now. It doesn't hurt that stressful situation make human beings create deeper connections. Which means this is the perfect time to organize a meet-cute between a Mongolian princess and a Chinese soldier. Just like you carried away, Penelope. Love cannot be rushed, so you mustn't force the two to interact. Ideally, you'd find some small task for them to bond over. Be natural. Got it. Katrina, let's go convince Princess Torgonin to climb the Great Wall before the battle starts. Okay. I don't know how we're going to do that, but let's just get her to the Great Wall. And is the sabotage ready? Katrina, I'm so glad not to be suspected of murder anymore, and to be back with Theo and Zara. But back to business. I know that fixing the damage Amma did to the timeline hinges on sabotage the Mongolian forces. Yes, only by weakening the Mongolians can we hope to save China from obliteration. So, did you manage to neutralize the Mongolians' gunpowder? Yes, by submerging the gunpowder in water, the ammonium nitrate becomes separated from the fuel, making it extremely difficult to ignite. The gunpowder should be completely ineffective when the Mongolians try to use it. You know what, Katrina? Let's go tell General Subutai ourselves that his perfect gunpowder is ready to be used. I love the smile on your face that you have. You got sabotaged. Okay, let's first take the Gordian to our Chinese soldier. Katrina, I want to thank you for fighting Santiago's killer, and I'm glad it wasn't your friend. I must confess that I'd grown more fond of Santiago than I'd realized. Losing someone I care for so deeply makes this war seem even more nonsensical. How many others will lose people they love just because of my father's ego? Princess, please believe Katarina is working on stopping this war. But in the meantime, will you accompany us up to the Great Wall? We promise no harm will befall you. The Great Wall? I have always wanted to see the view from up there. There will be rubble in a few hours if my father has his way. So yes, I'll join you, Katarina. Great. It's quite a climb, so let's grab a snack and head after the Great Wall. Love and marriage goes together like horse and carriage. But first, let's go talk war until the gunpowder is ready. What is it, Katrina? We're busy lining up the cannons to attack the Great Wall once night falls. But our gunpowder has disappeared. I suspect the Chinese are behind it. No, you're quite mistaken. See, somebody had misplaced the gunpowder. We're here to return it to you. Ha! Ammon may have been a traitor, but at least his military knowledge ensures our victory. The Chinese won't stand a chance against us and our cannons. Here, take this as thanks for your help, Katrina, and get yourselves to safety. All hell is going to break loose soon. More Mongolian clothes. Let's climb up the Great Wall. where's the torn kite? I can't find it. Go on. Oh, there it is. The view is incredible, Katerina. I feel like I'm on top of the world. Agree. Look at the armies below. They seem so insignificant. Halt! What are you doing? Love at first sight. It's you. You're Turgoyin, the princess. I'm Kong Wanchun. It's a me to honor you. I mean, an honor to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. I'm sorry that our people are preparing for such a horrid war, but we all must play our parts. What is your duty? Actually, I came out here to check up on the kites. Oh no, it seems this one got ripped to shreds. Oh dear. Well, not to worry, I really love kites, and I'm sure we can fix this one with Katerina's help. Love at first sight. Love makes the world go around. Damn. Damn, this one is hard. Where does it go? Ah, here we go. Well, it's not a usual kite you see every day. Princess, the kite is as good as new. It's beautiful. I've always admired them from afar, but I never had the chance to fly one. Maybe I can show you how. Oh, well, I'm not sure. The battle will start soon, and we are on opposite sides. I should not help battle against a nation which gave birth to such a wonderful woman, princess. Come, I will keep you safe. Katerina, I think this is our cue to leave. We'll leave you two to bond. Katerina, Princess Turgoyin and Wanchu might be on different sides of this war, but that certainly didn't seem to bother them. I doubt the rumors between Tio's ancestors will be enough to convince Ogedei Khan to call off his attack. But hopefully it'll be enough to make Tio reappear. I'll go check on Tio. See you later, Katerina. Okay. Your hand is back, so we did it. Katerina, look at me. I'm back to normal. Does this mean you managed to make Princess Turgoyin fall in love with the right man? Well, I saw the princess and Wanchu walk away from the battlefield together. It seems like the start to a great love story. Good thing they did. Ogedei Khan launched his attack on China an hour ago. And Tokiko is leading the Japanese troops masterfully, being a true ally to China. And what we did to the Khan of Paru has indeed crippled the Mongolians. Unfortunately, I doubt this will be enough. Katerina, I need to talk to you. What? How is this enough? They cannot use the gunpowder. Without the gunpowder, they cannot use weapons, and without weapons from the 18th century, it's impossible for them. Katerina, despite our efforts to give China a fighting chance against Ogedei Khan and the Mongolian army, Amon's clothing was absolutely correct. He simply done too much damage to the timeline for us to repair it. I've been poring over the history books, looking at everything we fixed, but our mere presence in these eras has caused irreparable damage. Ugh, I knew it. If we return to 2029 right now, Heaven knows what we'd find. Sure, perhaps the Tommies wouldn't be in power, but for all we know, the United States could be a desert or a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I hate to say it, but you can't put a bandage on a gunshot wound and hope for the best. But what are we supposed to do? We can't have done all this for nothing. We can't just drift around in time for the rest of our lives. There is one solution, but it's never been attempted before, and it's incredibly risky. We need to go back to the last point in history when our timeline was still intact, 47 BCE. You'll be back to our first investigation into Caesar's murder? Precisely, that was when we first met in a bed, and when Ammon sabotaged our time machine, stranding us in time. If we can go back and stop them, the rest will never happen. Ammon will never have the chance to manipulate the timeline, and the Tommies will never rise to power. But this has never been done before, and with good reason. One of time's fundamental rules is never to send agents back to the same point in time twice. What if we run into our former selves investigating Caesar's murder? It could cause a time paradox that... We all know the dangers, but there's no other way. Alright, listen, I'll authorize this mission on one condition. We get out of 47 BCE Egypt as fast as possible. We find Abed and Ammon, arrest them, and leave. Understood? Yes, Chief. I'll brief the others on the way. And whoosh. So that's what the last case is going to be about. Putting all the damage... Removing all the damage Ammon has done, and by going back where it all began. I somehow suspected that we're gonna go back to ancient Egypt. We are going back to ancient times. Oh, I can't wait the last case to come. Alright, we gotta stop here. We got to playing case number 31 in again ancient times. We're going back to ancient times, and it's going to be the last case in criminal case traveling time. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!